Lee County Sheriff Jay Jones says the facts and evidence will be given to the Lee County District Attorney, and all the facts will be laid before a grand jury for review.
We're going through our standard process in that investigation. We will gather all the facts available and evidence that we have, and that will be presented to the District Attorney, and a Lee County grand jury will review all of the details of this investigation at a future date.
So yesterday, let's just talk about this correctly. Yesterday, most of the members of the media decided what they were going to do is pretend that it was an absolute tragedy that Bubba Copeland killed himself, which it was. That part's true. They also wanted to act as if it was because of media coverage that he did such a thing, not because of his own actions, which of course is not true. And if you look at what he's done in his life, it might paint a little bit of a picture that we can all understand. How do you do so? Well, you follow some of the media coverage where they talk about this kind of stuff. WVTM covered this story, and there's a new wrinkle to all of this that I think you guys might be interested in. Call me a crazy person, but there's more to this story than, oh man, that mayor sure was awesome. I guess he just liked to wear women's underwear. Check it out.
Good evening. Welcome into News Center 9 at 6. I'm Barbara Goche. Jason is off tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Topping our news this evening, the city of Smith Station and communities nearby are mourning the loss of their family member, friend, and Mayor Bubba Copeland. The mayor died in Lee County Friday evening, taking his own life in the midst of controversy surrounding online posts.
By the way, even the framing right there, think about it. Even the framing right there, as they're about to get into this story, even that framing is, man, what a good guy. What an awesome guy. Wasn't he a great guy? Maybe this anchor should have watched this package before it went on the air.
News at 9's East Alabama reporter Justin Brown is live in Smith Station tonight. Justin, I know many people there are still trying to just make sense of this unbelievable loss. Tell us more about what you've been able to find out today.
Yeah, Barbara, a makeshift memorial has been formed outside City Hall here in Smith Station following the passing of Mayor Bubba Copeland. Many are offering condolences, but at least two women that I spoke with say that they're grappling a mix of emotions and they feel that they've been victimized. Flowers and notes of remembrance can be found outside the entrance to Smith Station City Hall on Monday, all in memory of the city's mayor, Bubba Copeland, who took his life on Friday afternoon following a chase involving Lee County Sheriff's deputies. Lee County Sheriff Jay Jones tells us the chase happened after deputies attempted a welfare check.
An attempt was made to pull the vehicle over, get him to stop. There was a pursuit, low speed, a pursuit that lasted for approximately 2 minutes. At the end of that period, he pulled over on the side of the road, exited his vehicle, had a handgun, and at that point he took his life.
The incident happened days after an online report from 1819news.com featuring Copeland shared photos of Copeland dressed as a woman and reports that he featured local women as the subjects of an online fiction.
All right, so we've gotten to the part where we've told the story about his death and how the city's missing him and all these other things. Now it gets weird. Watch.
Ainsley Summerlin tells us she was shocked to find out her name and photos had been posted online without her permission.
I had some people start sending me photos that were posted of me on multiple porn sites, I guess you could say, that also had pictures of Brittany as well. And he proceeded to use my first and middle name on these sites. And I believe there are about 9 sites now that I have, 5 or 6 photos of my face and my name across the internet.
A local hairstylist in Smith Station did not want to go on camera, but she tells me her name and likeness was used without her knowledge in an online story she believes was written by Copeland.
It said my first and last name, and it was basically describing the way that I look, and then intensified, I guess, as a porn star. And it went into very graphic detail. I didn't get past the first page because I honestly couldn't stomach it.
Lee County Sheriff Jay Jones says the facts and evidence will be given to the Lee County District Attorney, and all the facts will be laid before a grand jury for review.
All right, so you see that and you get that. Boy, that's a little bit different than the story that we were told about the good old mayor, Bubba Copeland. Just like to put on women's underwear and nothing else. He had nothing else going on except he liked to put on women's underwear. And look what they did to him because of that. It's almost like all the people that said this isn't news got it wrong. You think they'll own that? Of course they won't own that. They will still pretend that the mere coverage of this led to his death. Not the secret life he was clearly living. This guy was clearly a creep. There's no other way to put it. He was doing creepy stuff behind the scenes, and now it was all coming to light. You have blood on your hands, Dale. I don't. They're clean. I've got absolutely no concerns over my behavior in this. Once again, I have been found to be justified and correct in all of this. I have absolutely no problem with how I handled this. I will sleep just fine knowing that this individual was doing far more than's been reported already, and we will learn more as time goes on. Those who rushed to his defense to talk about what a wonderful guy he was, much like the Nashville shooter, all they cared about is that he wore women's underwear. That's it. That's all they cared about. They cared about his transgenderism and nothing else. The victims don't matter. Nothing does except that ideology.